It may be winter, but spring sports are registering now for Everplay Sports and Social. Barrett again from the All About Nothing podcast, and right now through February 19th, you can sign up for Tuesday's Super Rec Same Team Pitch Kickball at M Avenue, Wednesday Kickball at M Avenue, Thursday Kickball at B Avenue and M Avenue, Indoor Volleyball on Mondays at Tri-City Leisure Center, Tuesday Indoor Volleyball at Tri-City Leisure Center, Tuesday Sand Volleyball at Pollywogs, Thursday Sand Volleyball at Pollywogs, Sunday Softball or Monday Softball at Pacific Park, Tuesday Bowling at Bolero in Casey, Wednesday Cornhole at Jay's Corner, Monday Pickleball at Casey Pickleball Complex, or Wednesday Soccer at B Avenue and Bray Park Field. Check out everplaysocial.com for more information and registration. Again, everplaysocial.com. Everplay Sports and Social League. Play, socialize, and have fun.
The All About Nothing podcast may have language and content
that isn't appropriate for some.
Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, Nothingers, to another episode of the All About Nothing podcast. This is episode number 236. I am Barrett Gruber.
I'm Zach King.
Welcome, Zach. It is 2025. It's we're recording this on January 1st because I looked at the calendar and was like, you know what? We said we'd only be gone for 2 weeks, and I don't know how this is going to work out if we don't record something. So I have forced Zach out of his hibernation, and we're recording an episode. And it's not for me. It's not for Zach. It's for you. It's for you, the listener, podcast listener.
So go donate, become a member.
Please. That's really how we want to pay for the show. Zach and I want to stop paying for the show. We want people to pay for the show.
We want you to do it, and we know you'll like it.
That's right. So please, if you're listening to this for the first time, please subscribe to the show. That's how we get new listeners. Also, if you share the show, and if you could, please consider supporting the show financially by visiting our website and clicking on the support link. If you can't do that, drop us a review, hit the 5 stars, give us a thumbs up, or leave a comment. All of that helps drive us up higher in all of these podcast show ratings. Real quick, want to thank Stephen Summerlin for being on the show the last time we recorded before Christmas. Absolute pleasure having Stephen on, and I look forward to having him on in your stay.
Yeah, I got to run it by him because I hope he picked up that I was like, Stephen, we need you. Yeah. So it would be awesome if Stephen could do that. So
I think what we're going to do is when Leroy's not available, Stephen will be available. And when Stephen's not available, make Leroy available. So I guess that's sort of... That's sort of news is that Leroy Green is also going to be. It takes a lot of people to replace you, Zach. That's essentially what I'm trying to say.
I'm basically 3 people in one. I'm talking to him right now. Yeah, see?
Shut up. You are not welcome in here.
I'm comic accurate Deadpool when it comes to the insanity. Because in case you don't know and you just seen the movies, Deadpool actually has 2 more voices in his head.
Yeah,
talking to him.
So that's the fourth wall. It's not he is breaking the fourth wall, and he has other personalities or other voices in his head.
Yeah,
interesting. See, you learned something. That is what this show is for.
It's hilarious to read those other voices in the comics because it just adds depth for him to banter with. Was it maybe a device that the writer and author needed to use? Maybe, but it works perfect.
This is not a solo comic.
No,
this can't be a solo comic.
He can't run around and do stuff and just quip about it. He has to talk to somebody.
Yeah. So just as a reminder, Zach's having twins. I guess they will be here before April, and
probably
there will and I'll just not to scare you, but 37 weeks, and I'm sure you already know this. 37 weeks is generally the cutoff for twins. That is they are fully born, they're fully grown, they're ready for birth, and generally it's just healthier for your wife and the children.
Well, we had their 4-hour-long anatomy scan, but it was beautiful getting to see them. But they cover one baby head to toe. You know how long just one baby takes. Yeah, and it was the boy because he's got kind of on top to the side there. Yeah, so he is easy. And then my girl was kind of under on the side, but they both have all their toes, no cleft palates. Their brains are formed perfectly. Beautiful brains on these babies. Everything looked perfect. Their eyes, sockets, everything. All 20 fingers and 20 toes present.
That's awesome.
That was awesome to see. And then their weights, the boy was 1.3 pounds and the girl was 1 pound. So
Okay. Well, that's not unheard of. They're going to go through pretty major growth spurt over the next 2 months.
Yeah. And I was like, the doctor's like, that's just one thing we're going to keep an eye on, the smaller one. I was like, traditionally in nature, the boys are going to be bigger than the girls, and I'm not sweating 0.3 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
no, I'm excited for you. And I know there's probably some nervousness. There's probably some anxiety about what's going to happen. How do you take care of, 2 additional babies on top of the third? I'm going to tell you right now, it works out.
Yeah, it'll work.
It works out.
I kind of tell Gabrielle that all the time. When you're in a situation like this, you can quit and run. But when if you're a caring father, period, or a caring parent, there is no fail here. That failure literally is not an option. You have to make it work.
Yeah.
And you will.
Yeah.
If you fight, you make it work. So, like my mom always said, if it's worth having, it's worth fighting for. So,
yeah.
Keep fighting for it.
I think it's going to be awesome, and I can't wait to meet him. That's going to be exciting.
I am grateful I have 4 weeks of paid paternity leave.
I love that for you.
That's amazing. And then I'm probably going to use 2 more weeks of vacation. So I'll be gone for like a month and a half from my job. It's 2 babies.
It's going to be a big year for the King household. I'm excited. I'm excited for you.
Blows my mind. By next Christmas, he'll be like 6 months older. Oh, right about that. Yeah.
And you will be 36 years old when they're born, correct?
Yes. And then I will quickly the next month turn 37.
Turn 37. Yeah.
And by the time you see me, I will look 45.
What is this?
If I get the gray right here too, I'll be like, Barrett, someone's getting Rogaine and it ain't me.
I don't think the Rogaine affects this. I have considered
the Rogaine dye stuff.
Oh, they have Rogaine dye.
Well,
here. Let me
don't they?
Give them a ding for that one.
Well, I said it, and I'm not talking hair loss. I'm talking just.
Yeah, I don't know if dyeing my beard or anything like that is. I've thought about it, but never to the point where I went through the.
Do a jet back like Billy Mays used to have that.
But I never my hair's turning pepper. I've got the grays in the hair.
It'll be your signature. You look like Billy Mays. You just have a jet black beard for no apparent reason. Like you use shoe shine.
Oh, it's kind of disturbing.
You should do it once. Maybe we'll make that next year. We'll make the Panthers Falcons bet.
Okay. All right. Deal. You know what? If you're willing to make that bet, then I absolutely that will be my end. Is we will my end of the bet if the Falcons lose both games to the Panthers, which is entirely possible because I think the Panthers are going to be pretty good next year.
Yeah, you're kind of doing Panthers are going up and the Falcons are going down a little.
Well, yeah.
You're coming towards our level, and we're just like,
I don't know. The Panthers are a spoiler team this year. I was really hoping, and who
did we spoil at the end of the day? It was Arizona was the only one.
That's true. That's true.
And Arizona was just as shocked to know that they still had a playoff option.
Yeah, yeah.
I know they asked Clowney. They told Clowney how does it feel to spoil Arizona's playoff hopes? And he's like, I didn't know that. They still had a chance.
We played Arizona today. Coach just said, "Get me the ball."
That is the one clear, awesome thing is I can go get a Jadeveon Clowney's Panthers jersey.
Yeah, and that's cool.
That's awesome, dude.
I think that's really cool. I could get a Jadeveon Clowney Falcons jersey.
Oh, bro.
It doesn't mean anything.
What I got for Christmas.
Oh. Hey, that's very cool. You got Debo on there.
JD Clowney and Mr. Stephon Gilmore.
Stephon Gilmore. You know what? I have 3 of those. I have 2 of those signatures. I don't have Clowney's. Clowney's is the only signature I don't have.
Yeah, I love it.
Very lovely gift. One of the gifts that I got for Christmas this year was I got a piece of and I'd show it to you, but it's over on the bookshelf. The blimp. What's the blimp that exploded? The Heisenberg?
The Hindenburg?
Hindenburg. I got a tiny fragment of the Hindenburg.
That's a morose piece of history. This was in a guy's skull.
It's a piece of the outer canvas of the Hindenburg.
So not only did Indiana Jones ride the Hindenburg once, but my great grandmother also rode the Hindenburg.
Really? That's interesting.
Yep, she was a little kid.
That is very interesting. I think the world would probably be an interesting place if we still had, if blimps were still part of the travel.
I was literally talking about blimps. I think it was Keith. I was like, why don't we use blimps? Just don't fill it with hydrogen. Figure out something else.
Yeah.
I think like it would be really nice, right?
Yeah.
To go take a blimp somewhere.
Yeah.
You're not, if it starts going down, the worst thing is like, we're not going to land where we told you we were.
Yeah.
It's a field, but someone knows where we are.
We're off by about 100 miles, but it's going to be the best landing you've ever had.
Yeah. Our crash landings are just like, boom. Yeah. It's going to be great.
Real quick business, ZJZ Designs. Check out ZJZ Designs for apparel and gifts. New designs come out regularly with cool designs that you'll actually want to wear, actually want to use. Also, Everplay Sports and Social Leagues right now, registration through February 19th for quite literally all of the sports. Kickball, you've got soccer, volleyball, bowling, all of it open through February 19th. Check out everplaysocial.com for details on that. Out of the way. Done.
I'm still on the blimp spirit. Maybe you can only maybe it has to be like really pristine weather.
I don't even think that's necessary.
Like you couldn't do a storm, it would blow you around, right?
You get but if you get you take the blimp up high enough that you're not in the you're not in the stratosphere where all the clouds are and storms and things like that. I mean,
that's true.
That's why planes fly at 40,000 feet, is because typically that's higher than where you will find most of the bad weather.
Well, I feel like the blimps, maybe they can't go that high because then your gas is gonna, like, even if it's inert, like you're gonna have problems with like shrinkage or something with cold.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And less atmosphere. Well, less atmosphere would make it get bigger, right?
Yeah,
so maybe that's a
less
problem.
pressure. Yeah. I don't know. That we have the technology. We can.
We're just going to Google, why don't we do blimps no mo? Goodyear's onto something. They're always at the football games.
The other business that we have to discuss is the Coastal Comic Con is coming up on March 1st and 2nd in Wilmington, South Carolina. I will be there. I wish that Zach was going to be there.
I wish that I was going to be there too.
But they did announce their first two guests so far, and I guess I'll just say this.
Who are they?
So the first guest that they announced last week, first guest is going to be a returning guest, Sam Witwer.
I did see that Sam was coming back.
Sam's coming back. Of course, Emmy-nominated actor Sam Witwer, best known for his famous fearsome Star Wars villain Darth Maul. Witwer, I'm reading this verbatim. Witwer has done extensive work for the storied Lucas Disney franchise, including Star Wars Clone Wars, for which he earned an Emmy nomination in 2013 as Outstanding Performer in an Animated Series. Star Wars Story, he was in Solo. Just a bunch of games. You're going to know him from everything, but we got to sit down with Sam Witwer for a couple minutes. Still have not released that audio, which I should, and I need to.
It's pretty much a crime that it's not been released.
I know.
Especially, I loved our interview with Adrian Hugh as well.
Oh, man.
Matthew Watterson.
Also, I think sitting down with Michael Bell. Michael Bell.
He was the best interview.
He was so good.
Him and Matthew Watterson were my two favorite ones.
They were fantastic. And I can't give away a lot of information. I did have a pretty prolonged phone call today about Coastal Comic Con, and there is going to be a big announcement this week of they're going to do a release of three guests, or three of the stars that are going to be announced this week for the Coastal Comic Con taking place in Wilmington, North Carolina, at the Wilmington Convention Center on March 1st and 2nd. So I will be there the entire weekend. I'm looking forward to that. I will probably send Zach a bunch of text messages saying, guess who I'm sitting with?
And I'll be like, fuck you, Barrett. You son of a bitch.
That's all right. As long as come
Dude, who knows? Maybe I'll have a break and be like, are you sure you're not having them today? And she'll be like, I'm fine. And I can just shoot up there for a day.
Hopefully I'll have room in my hotel room. You can just stay with me.
Are you sure you would want to bunk with me in a hotel room?
I would prefer to bunk with you than anyone else they're potentially going to stick me with.
Oh, Lord.
It's, I'm all for it.
Sam Witwer stares at you in your sleep.
Some of that makes me uncomfortable.
In his sleep, he just goes, Kenobi. Kenobi.
But yeah, so Sam Witwer has been announced, and the second individual star that's been announced is Matthew Wood.
Matthew Wood's back.
Man, I'd love it.
So two returners.
Yeah, two returners. Matthew Wood, Sam Witwer. Of course, Matthew Wood is known for a lot of the LucasArts. He's done a lot of the game tests. He's been in the games.
He and Sam Witwer work together on damn near everything.
Yeah.
If Matthew Wood's doing it, Sam's right beside him, literally doing it.
Yeah, Matthew Wood was? He's the voice
General
of
Grievous.
Yeah, General Grievous. He was also
Bib Fortuna.
Yeah, he also didn't. He was the soldier bots, right?
The battle droids.
Yeah, he's the battle droids. So he Wally. He was in Wally.
Was he Wally?
Yeah. Let's see.
I don't think it was Wally.
For Pixar Sci-Fi Wall-E, let me see. He received his first Academy Award nomination for sound editing for Paul Thomas Anderson's "There Will Be Blood" at the 80th Academy Awards. That's
right. He did do the sound editing for one of my favorite movies ever.
Yeah, "There Will Be Blood" was fantastic. For the Pixar Sci-Fi film Wall-E at the 81st Academy Awards, for Star Wars: The Force Awakens at the 88th Academy Awards. So these are all things that he was a part of and was nominated for.
That's why he and Sam Witwer get to stick in those Stormtrooper jokes.
Yeah,
like the have you heard about the new T-56? Oh, I just got the T-55. I didn't even know they're making a T-56. And the next movie it'll be like, did you hear about the new T-57s?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I just traded in my T-56 for a T-57. I haven't gotten it yet. Like, it's all kind of weird jokes like that you can catch in each Star Wars movie.
Yeah, yeah. It's fun. Matthew Wood is fun. Sam Witwer.
I would not step to Sam Witwer or Matthew Wood about Star Wars trivia. They would.
No, not me. It's not going to be me.
They would bomb everybody out. Just done.
If there is an opportunity to sit down with them, the likelihood is that I'm hoping someone will provide me with the notes that I need in order to.
I'll tell you what, if Steven's down, he could go with you. He knows all Star Wars trivia.
That sounds good. All right. So Coastal Comic Con coming up in Wilmington, North Carolina, March 1st and 2nd at the Wilmington Convention Center. You can check out the webpage coastalcomiccon.com. You can email info@coastalcomiccon.com if you have any questions, but tickets are on sale now. And literally from today, we're 2 months away from this thing.
My cousin Jamie, who I was just hanging out with him this last weekend. He's a I think Carolina Beach police officer, right? It's Wilmington, but he patrols those, so he might be one of the police officers at the event. I would have to talk to him and see if he's doing that.
Very cool. Yeah, it's going to be a really good time. Go check it out, coastalcomiccon.com for tickets, so that you can get that set up. We're going to have Brock on probably here in the next few weeks to go ahead and kick that off for the podcast and start doing that marketing and everything so that that's started and we get as many people to attend this Coastal Comic Con, the second Coastal Comic Con.
He's gonna yell at me. He is gonna yell at me.
Donald Brock is a great guy, and I always look forward to seeing his name pop up on my phone. Always.
Yeah. What? No way.
Who else do you like popping up on the phone?
It's a very short list. So that's the big announcement. Three people are going to get announced for Coastal Comic Con this week. That's exciting. I'm looking forward to that. This 2025 is going to be an interesting year. If we haven't said it already, Happy New Year. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and that their new year We're only 18 and a half hours into it here on the East Coast, but hope everyone is looking forward to the things that are come up this year. I know that there are a lot of things that we're not looking forward to, but we can't do anything about it. One of those being, of course, Donald Trump to be inaugurated on January 20th, which is, 19 days away.
Just got to have that popcorn now, Barrett. Nothing we can do.
No, absolutely. And ultimately, I think that's pretty much, we're just going to commentate on it, because that's all we can do is just
and who didn't see this coming?
Yeah.
My bingo card is being filled out one by one instantly.
It's insane, some of the things. So I wanted Elon Musk came out last week before New Year's, before Christmas, I think.
President-elect, vice president, or viceroy to the president.
Viceroy to the president. Elon Musk wants high-tech skilled immigrants and wants to expand on the H-1B immigration status, I guess, the ability to bring in high-tech skilled immigrants here in the United States, which is...
Yeah, what was that? Read that whole Twitter post if you have it. They can fuck their faces.
Yeah, I don't have it in front of me, but that's pretty much what Elon Musk said to...
Oh, it was a verbatim fuck your face.
Yeah, which was... that was a direct reference to a movie, wasn't it? Well, anyway, so
I told those I hate to also do that, but...
Elon Musk wants high-tech skilled immigrants, but Trump ran a campaign of getting rid of immigrants here in the United States. And there are a number of, I see it on TikTok and other social media posts. There are people that feel as though Donald Trump has turned their back on him, which I'm just going to say this for those people that feel like Donald Trump turned their back on him. Welcome to the club.
He's not talking about like Mexican border people, because those are the immigrants,
right? That
everybody wants to stop, right? So what are you gonna do? Pull them over the wall and be like, C++?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You can go to DeVry University or University of Phoenix and get your computer science degree, and then be welcomed into the United States. See, that's the thing. Those are the jobs that like. I have.
You write JavaScript? C.
C, C++.
C++.
The direction you're leading me down, Zach, is full of jokes.
That's funny, because these motherfuckers don't know C++.
But these are jokes that only end in racial, whatever, punchlines.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to find his fuck your face tweet, but he tweets way too much.
Well, and I don't know if you saw the post I put on TikTok yesterday or the day before. I literally had to block Elon Musk's 4 Twitter accounts 48 times, 12 times each over the past. And it wasn't even all of 2024. It was like since the purchase of Twitter, 48 times I had to block, and because it would just get unblocked all by itself.
I do think it's funny that you will still see fact corrections from people on Elon Musk's tweets. There was one the other day. Maybe he gets rid of them eventually, but it showed up, and I was like, right on. If he established his Twitter kingdom, it also counts for him as well. Like, right. We're all paying taxes.
Yeah. Well, we are all paying taxes. Elon Musk does not pay taxes.
Don't need to pay taxes.
Let's be honest. He does not.
I'll just sell some emeralds for my father's mine.
Yeah. Elon Musk's wealth value, on paper, has gone up more than double since Donald Trump was elected back on November 5th. Elon Musk went from about $204 billion in value to the experts, financial experts, whatnot, have claimed that he will be worth $600 billion by the time Trump hits his 100 days in office.
$600 billion, dude.
That is because, in all likelihood, they will expand on a number of the government contracts and subsidies that between Tesla, SpaceX, and Neuralink, those 3 companies alone will likely receive very large expansions on their government contracts. And
dude, you know what? I was going to make a joke, but I bet you within this 4 years, Elon Musk will want to redo the Beast, the Cadillac, the president, rides in.
Oh.
And make it like a Tesla Cybertruck fucking limousine thing. It's already bulletproof, Barrett. Oh my God, I bet that's gonna happen, dude.
You just extend the size of the beast.
He has to have like a oh shit handle to get in, like a little lift on it. He's like, yeah.
I suspect over the course of the next 4 years, Donald Trump will go from the age of 78 to 82. I suspect that at some point Donald Trump will have to have some sort of something's going to have to pop out from underneath the limo to allow him to step up into it. Because it's larger than your average limousine. I mean,
Will publicly shit his
taller.
pants more than one time.
Oh, 100%. Oh, they're gonna have to do something to the inside of that interior just to make sure that nothing.
Get him
spills.
some muffled, sound suppressed depends.
At
least if you're doing it, no one can know. The smell, we can't help the smell.
They're saying he embarrassed himself pretty good at that unveiling of Notre Dame in Paris.
France.
He apparently stunk. He stunk up the vicinity. His vicinity pretty bad.
I got the bubble guts. I'm sorry. Art just moves me.
The video of him sitting in Notre Dame, and literally no one is sitting around him, but the reactions from people all around him are basically just pure disgust.
You just see like Macron in the background, like
a gag take would have been fantastic. That would have been the money shot.
What is it?
Elon Musk and Donald Trump have also grown considerably closer, while also Donald Trump has expressed that he is frustrated with the amount that Elon Musk is around. But recently, Donald Trump boasted about the fact that Elon Musk is now paying $2,000 a night for a cottage on the Mar-a-Lago estate.
Gosh, that's like 2 cents every day for a $600 billionaire.
Yeah.
Future $600 billion. Oh
yeah. Elon Musk now lives at Mar-a-Lago. And there was at one
that's
point.
Weird.
It doesn't it feel weird? Like Elon Musk could live anywhere. Why would you live? First of all, why look at a map of where Mar-a-Lago is in relation to the.
It's like West Palm Beach area, right?
It's West Palm Beach, but it's also it's directly on the eastern takeoff from the airport, the international airport. So literally, you're at Mar-a-Lago. You've got jets taking off all the time. It
might be a quick A to B to the new island, Musk Island.
Yeah, Epstein's old island.
Mustine's Island. Mustine's.
Yeah, it's and then all of the infighting between the traditional MAGAs versus the tech boy billionaire MAGAs has been popcorn worthy. I mean, it is ultimately. I'm here for it. I'm enjoying it.
Jack Doherty got out of there just in time. He's like, Twitter's a fucking fire. I am weird. I don't want people to know I'm weird. I'm going to go be weird on a mountain in fucking Tibet. Whatever Jack Doherty does or whatever.
You know what?
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Beard.
Beard. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. Well, he's now created Blue Sky, which is basically the
he's behind Blue Sky?
Yeah. He's
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's why we had 300 characters to Blue Sky.
Oh wow, yeah. He's like, I liked it when people could kind of shut the fuck up after.
Yeah.
Keep it.
Yeah, we don't need you expressing yourself completely.
Yeah.
The 300, 200 whatever characters, it gives you the ability to kind of control it.
Yeah. We want to know what you're thinking, but like not that deep. Right.
Speaking of, the All About Nothing podcast is on Blue Sky as well. I'll add it to the show notes, but we're on.
I didn't get Blue Sky while I was out on the crab boat for the last 2 weeks. Yeah.
You do look like you've been fishing a lot recently.
Let me tell you, there's some crabs. They're feisty, especially when your captain is hammered and the boats are rocking. Get that net up, boys! I want my pots all counted for.
Deadliest Catch is coming back for like its 18th or 19th season, and not
if my show gets picked up. It's called Deadliest Fetch, and it's which dog can bring you back a landmine.
I'm both disappointed and excited at the same time.
Sometimes we mess with them and do those stick grenades from World War II. So it looks like a stick. They never make it back. I'm going to season 1 spoiler alert. If they do, then you lose. I've never laughed harder than seeing a man run from a dog with a grenade in its mouth.
Yeah. I would imagine that's pretty entertaining. Yeah.
Sorry, I had to do it. Deadliest Fetch coming to you, Discovery Channel.
Well, every time, and we'll start to wrap this up. This is gonna be a short episode because we just want to put something out there. But I look forward to Deadliest Catch coming back. But every time I watch Deadliest Catch, I'm like, I could do that. I could be a deckhand on Deadliest Catch. I wouldn't whine about how cold it is or how wet I am, or
just filming a job that blows.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
Marine construction, that job blew.
Yeah.
I'd rather be pulling crab pots. Like the only, and I'm not scared of sharks in Icelandic temperatured water.
Yeah,
but drowning wouldn't be fun. Like that's the scary part. Like the boat goes down. That kind of shit is terrifying. No,
I don't want the ship to go over. Yeah,
but the crab potting part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, like they had a guy jump in like with no shirt on to like hook a pot back up. And the captain's like, literally, that's like one of the deadliest things to do. Like, don't do that.
And they pulled him back in.
Mm-hmm.
He lived.
Go in there and get beside the stove.
Sig knocked his son-in-law into the ocean this past season. Like Sig on the Northwestern dropped his son into the water, and it's like he got out. He was fine.
There's an easier way to make a quick like 40K.
he's completely shriveled from the waist down from now on. Nothing works.
Nope.
But who needs more grandkids? Sig?
As Larry the Cable Guy said, he now poops his wiener.
I'm just kidding. Sig, if you watch this show, I'd really like for you to be on.
He just put a cigarette out and he's like, motherfucker. In a week, we're going to both be on a crab boat just being told what to do.
That's right. This is the new economy.
What happened, Barrett and Zach? We love the podcast. Fortunately, the only job we could get when Trump took over was this, because we don't do C++ and Java.
Yeah, well, I do. But
Barrett wouldn't teach me C++ and Java, and then he got real lippy about it.
He kept boasting. I punched him. Now his brain don't work.
Here we are, picking up crab pots. You know what? Harder than we both thought.
Yeah, probably so. I say I can do it. I probably can't.
No.
I think the last thing I was going to talk about, because South Carolina and Georgia Tech both lost their bowl games.
What the fuck was that?
Georgia Tech lost because a better team won. South Carolina lost because...
Why did we lose? Well, calling in substitutions like they did, highly illegal, and referees deciding not to call that.
So help me out with that, because I saw a bunch of things saying that what Illinois did was legal, but it's not something that most teams do, because it's not really it's not part of the gameplay. It's not part of chess.
Like, you're not supposed to do it. Technically, I think if they didn't have their man in time and this clock's down to 5 seconds, hike the ball. Then they have too many men on the field, like, and they're done for, right?
But you can't hike the ball if the ref is standing on it,
right?
So how does that work with? I mean, and maybe we're gonna have Zach on, but
I know he's pissed about it.
I saw his posts.
Plus, at the end of the day, you had guys in the second half of the game stop, like, you literally quit. Like I'm only playing the first half. You're like, okay, but then I think that South Carolina thought they should win this. The whole weeks after the Clemson game of just the hyping up of South Carolina, it got to them, and they were like, "We should dog walk them easily." If you played like you could lose the game, you would have, right? It was 17-21. If you could have done anything else, you could have. And I think there were dudes out there like Demetrius Knight that were playing like lights out, trying to do it. Not getting the offense rolling blew my mind. I mean, dude, give Illinois credit. They're not a dog shit team. They were there for a reason too.
Yeah. Like, Rocket Sanders, though, is he looking is it the NFL draft? He's looking to hit the combine?
Yeah, he didn't play at all.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
And when did he announce that he wasn't playing?
Both of them announced like a week or two before.
A week or two. Okay, so we knew. Okay.
Yeah, and the other one was Kyle Kennard, who you're familiar with. But he dude was the number one defensive player in the country.
Yeah,
this year.
I don't blame him.
No, and at the end of the day, I didn't get torn up about it. It's a bowl game that doesn't count for anything. Like, it would have been nice to get that 10 win, but it's the same mentality that players took. It's just a bowl game. But that's not the narrative we were fed the entire couple weeks, month.
Right.
We want to win that 10 wins. None of us are opting out. Well, half your asses are opting out at halftime. Like, I saw a lot of quit, and that's not what you normally see.
No. And I think, again, it boils down to this was a out-of-season bowl game. There's a lot of players. A bowl game, the outcome of a bowl game has an effect on nothing. And the likelihood of a player getting hurt at that level on an extra, on the 13th game of the season is high. I mean, there's so much that could potentially happen that I don't blame them. If your future is playing on Sundays and that's your future next year, I don't blame them at all.
I'll say somebody from your bowl game that I fucking love, and I hope that he gets his flowers. Haynes King.
Fantastic.
Dude has a motor and never quits.
Fantastic.
His jersey is dirty every time. Like, that dude is out there to make plays happen.
If he can get some receivers, you couple his passing accuracy and make that better next year. But you couple that with getting some receivers that he can hit taller, bigger receivers at Georgia Tech.
Let's get a Megatron out there.
I think you have the potential of a Lenora Sellers, Haynes King. I'm just going to say it. Heisman watch.
I think solely because of Haynes King and the culture that Georgia Tech is building, you're not going to see us come and take your players.
No.
Yeah.
No, but
I think that's going to start stopping. And that's any of your key players from this year. I think they should return, and I think they have a reason to return. But then you have those commits, maybe some transfers. I don't know what Georgia Tech's doing in the transfer portal right now, but I would love to go play for a quarterback like Haynes King, dude. I'd be like, dude's gonna go out there and throw it to me. I can make a difference because he's literally missing a big time player, like you're saying, big time receiver.
Lenora Sellers and Haynes King will be playing on Sundays, and I'm here for it. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fantastic.
I think that Lenoris kind of needs what Haynes King needs is some top tier receivers.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly it.
Well, we got another 9 months before the season kicks off, so hopefully that the portal is going to get utilized. We're going to see some recruits come in, and that's what I'll enjoy. And I will after watching South Carolina this year, I'm back on the bandwagon. I will pull for South Carolina every game as long as they're not playing Georgia Tech, which isn't scheduled for another. It's not on the schedule.
We might find you in baseball at some point.
Oh yeah, that's entirely possible. Possible.
I'm excited about that. Paul Maneri.
Yeah,
the boys love him. He's fun. I think all the videos I've seen, Paul Maneri looks like a fun guy.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. Even LSU fans are like, we cannot fucking hate South Carolina. Paul Maneri is such a good guy.
I'm also excited for the 2025 Columbia Fireflies season. I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
Baseball's on its way back, Barrett. We've got March.
I'm excited for it. I think I'm hoping here in the next few weeks we might have some big announcements to make for the Columbia Fireflies too. So,
the thing that sucks for me is I try to catch at least 5 or 6 games each year for college. Not doing it with Twins. There's no getaway point. Like, can I catch a game? A nooner.
All right,
please.
Zach, that's gonna wrap it up for episode number 236. Thank you very much, everybody, for listening. Links to past episodes, podcast platforms, merchandise, and social media available on our webpage, theallaboutnothing.com. If you think our financial model of giving away free content and entertainment is silly and you're in the giving mood, why not become an official Nothinger? Support the show monthly. Members get early access to this episode as well as exclusive content, or you can make a one-time donation through the same link. If you'd like to be a part of the show, you can call and leave us a message, 803-672-0533. I promise 2025, we'll use recordings, even if they're not about the show. We'll just put you on.
My name's Harriet. I'm looking for my husband, Bernard. He went into your CVS 35 minutes ago.
There was a Facebook posting on Marketplace for a couch. 2 out of the 3 cushions are good. Email the show.
I think I have your dog.
Email the show at theallaboutnothing.com, or you can join our Discord server. Links are available at theallaboutnothing.com. Thank you very much for listening. You all stay safe, be kind, and
it's going to be okay. Keep your hands to yourself.
The All About Nothing podcast is produced and engineered by me, Barrett Gruber. Thanks to Cake for our intro music, Sick of You. You can follow everything Cake the band at cakemusic.com. Thanks to Muff the producer for our outro music. You can follow Muff on Instagram at Muff the producer. I am Barrett Gruber. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Barrett Gruber, or visit my Linktree /Barrett Gruber. Want to support the show? Visit our webpage, theallaboutnothing.com, and become a member. There are several tiers available, including memberships that give you early access to episodes as well as exclusive content. Visit theallaboutnothing.com. To find links to our social media, merchandise, and past episodes, visit theallaboutnothing.com. If you'd like to be heard on the show, you can call and leave us a message. Dial 803-672-0533. If the time between these episodes is more than you can handle, check out our partner podcast. Zach and I host What the Pod Was That with Carrie Simmons. Visit whatthepodwasthat.com for links and details. Me takes a deep dive down the rabbit hole in episodes of Welcome to Wonderland. Available on all the podcast platforms. Visit WTWLpod.com for details. As well, you can listen to the political and social conversation between Dr. Jamela Brooks and Bill Kimmler on Black, White, and Blue in the South, available wherever you listen to podcasts. Please subscribe and share this show. If you're on YouTube, please like and hit the notification bell. Thank you for listening. The preceding podcast is a product of Big Media and copyright 2025, all rights reserved.